Oh, hey,
Hello.
we were just chatting.
Chatting away as we do.
We're just talking. And that's what we're here to do, except we're going to talk about books. This is the
Sort
reading
of.
update. I see the chat's already banging.
I
So,
know. What's going on in
what's
there?
happening, everyone? Thanks for being here. If you haven't been here before, I'd be confused, but we do talk about what we've read since the last reading update, what we're currently reading,
Hmm.
as well as what we hope to read at some point in our lives. It could be 10 years from now. Who knows? Who knows?
I know. And then we've already kind of checked each other's report cards, and there wasn't a whole lot of reading.
Not
There was
tons.
more lifing going on, and
You
that's
know,
okay. That's
but we
okay.
have some things to say and talk about.
Always, and we can always talk to our friends in the
That's
chat.
right.
So
Who
that's
are
re-
popping?
that's really why we're here. Anyway,
Oh,
let's be honest.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Baby bats are back, baby. So, Reid, as some of you may know, my husband Reid, he is a lovely artist. Makes the thumbnails. There's no real art in this thumbnail, so I'm not sure why I
Well,
credited that, but I don't know. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. He was just
I
like, "Here's
did
your thumbnail," and I laughed.
I saw the bats and I did laugh as well. And by the way, let's talk about anybody that's recently seen Reed. He's got a fresh cut
He does.
and that mustache is I mean, let's be honest, I called him handsome earlier
He really did.
before you hit
And he was
live.
like, "I'm married."
I'm like, "I'm sorry, Reed. I can't control myself. You're so handsome."
He's looking good.
Yeah.
I'll give that to him. Elon singing again.
Oh,
Lovely
I
Elon.
love when Elon sings to us.
Yeah, it's really nice. And I love when Cycle yells
Cycle.
at us. That's great.
It's remember that one time I was typing in caps in the chat and I was like, "I understand. It is very fun."
There is something fun about it. So we
There
get it.
is.
We get it, Cycle. And he hasn't read anything since the last video. That's okay.
Cycle, I barely have, so it's really okay.
Also, I don't think that counts. Mostly because I can't say those words.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that I think you're spelling them correctly, I feel like you
Mm,
get points for that. Not that I know how to
100%.
spell those words, but
100%. My dad's on vacation. Hi, Dad.
oh, nice. Very
That's
exciting.
great. Hello, Scott Stapp. How's it going?
Formerly known as Scott.
Oh, Mara's here. Hello, Mara.
Hi, Mara.
Mara and I were just messaging, and it was really funny. I learned that she doesn't know what Oliver Tree looks like. So
Oh, she looked him up?
I tried to get her to stop. I said, Mara, just wait till the concert, because how hilarious would it be if
Oh,
you didn't
she
know
had
what he
to
looked
know.
like? She didn't
That
know.
would be amazing.
Unfortunately, she Googled, but she still doesn't know everything, which is great because anyone who has any idea who Oliver Tree is, I mean, even I
Mhm.
think just from me talking about it, Mary, you probably understand like the ground
Yeah.
level of what's happening here. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of characters. It's a whole production, so I'm real stoked.
I do have to say, not that I went through his whole catalog of music, but, like, when you first started talking about him, I went onto Spotify and I listened to a couple things, and first off, I don't know what I thought the style would be, but it's pretty good, like, I
Okay.
couldn't tell you what song I listened to or anything, but I was like, "Alright." I thought better of you. I was a little
Oh,
concerned when I saw just pictures of him and the
oh,
haircuts and stuff,
sure, yeah,
but you told me those are all characters, so,
right.
you know.
Right. Yeah, it's a whole he's got multiple personas. He
Yeah.
changes them every album. It's a whole
The whole
production.
thing.
It's great. But I'm glad to hear that, Mary. I didn't know you did that. That's cool. That may be even better than Schitt's Creek. Probably not.
Well,
4
listen,
minutes, clock it.
you love him so much, and I'm
Yeah.
much more, open-minded, I'll say, when it comes to music. I'll always check out music.
Well, I love that.
Yeah.
Love that. My dad's just chilling at home. That's
Listen,
good. Good for you.
that's vacation to me too. I love just having chill time at home. No, like,
Yeah.
nowhere to be. That's the best.
Yeah.
It's funny, like, I work remotely on Fridays, so every Thursday when we leave, we're like, "Oh, have a good weekend." And some people, "Oh, what are you doing this weekend?" And everybody's, like, naming all these things that they're doing. I'm like, I hope my hope is to not have any plans,
I
you
totally get
know?
that. We have some stuff going on this weekend that I'm excited about, including a haircut. I need it.
Yes.
But yeah, so excited. Mary and I are team haircut.
Team
Not
haircut.
that anyone isn't, I guess, but like I think
Well,
there's a difference when you have short hair.
there is. When you have to, like,
Ugh,
shave these sides, the whole thing.
it's driving me nuts. Nuts. So I'm so excited. But even though I'm excited for these things, I'm already like, oh, I'm exhausted from plans. You know?
I know.
Silly.
Well,
But
you have some shows, right? You have a haircut.
yeah. Yeah, there's
Um,
just stuff going on.
yeah. What do I
Yeah.
have? I mean, I don't have a ton either. I have a little boy soccer game.
Love
I
that for
have
you. Not just some random boy.
yeah,
Let's be
yeah,
clear.
yeah. And gonna see my mom this weekend.
Well,
So,
that's great.
but those are like chill, fun things I want to
Yeah.
do. So,
We wanna know everyone's plans, if you wanna
what are you
share.
doing this weekend?
We are going to see Fortune Feimster as well, and I'm very
Oh, that's
excited
right. That's right.
because I love Fortune, so
Is
really
that
stoked for that. Shout out Reid.
yay, Reed?
He got us tickets, yay. Is that what now?
No, I was gonna say that was like a fun, spontaneous last minute thing, right?
It definitely was, just a few days ago. He
I
was
love
like,
that.
"Let's get to." Well, I've been talking about it, and I'm like, "I really wanna go, but I don't wanna pay the money," and
Mhm.
he's like, "We just need to do it," which is true. I've loved her for many years since Chelsea Lately days, way back then,
Nice.
and that's been many years now, and I've never seen her, and we're huge stand-up people, so
That's fun.
yeah, it'll be fun. I'm stoked. Chad is lively, liverly, lively.
Lively?
Liverly sounds on brand. I think you're right. Hi, Reid. The Library of Larry. Love that. Hi, Brooke.
Brooke's
Happy
here.
reading update. Good to see you. Hello, Chris.
Hi,
How's it going?
Chris.
Chris, what have you read? I always want to know. You read such good things.
Chris is always like, I read these 5, 6, 7, 8 things.
Yeah.
I remember everything about them.
Yep. Here's 20 books. Here's why I hated half of them or loved
That's
them.
right.
I want
Yep.
to know all the opinions. Love that. Yeah, Mary with another awesome shirt. I was just telling her that the moment she came on, I said, I love your shirt. It's like
Thank you.
that pop of like, it's like kind of peachy.
Peachy. Yeah,
Yeah.
peachy.
Love
I
that.
just, you know what it is? You always have fun shirts. I'm like, I could try harder. That's all I'm trying to do. I have,
I love it.
dig it in the closet. Like, oh, that has something that people might care about on it. So,
Yeah. It's a cool
so
shirt.
thank you. Thank
I
you.
did find this also in the
I mean,
closet. You know,
you have to tell the people you listen to the audiobook.
that's right. That's a spoiler. It's
I know,
happening.
but, like, you have the
No.
shirt, you know.
I know, and that's why I had to. I
Yeah,
had
yeah.
to. Hi, Stephanie. It's been a while. How are
I
you?
know. We have missed you so.
We have missed you so. How's Louis? Is he around? Is he watching? Tell him we said
L
hey.
Louis, can you hear me?
Oh, nearly as awesome as the person wearing the shirt. So
Elon,
sweet,
jeez,
Elon.
jeez. I'm emotional this week. I might cry.
I may too. Once again, hockey and game night will take my
Oh,
audio. Kristen and I am watching the Leafs Bruins game. Thank you. Okay, see, you just gotta tell me up front what's going
up front,
on.
Mark, because she's gonna keep asking.
Yeah, because Mark
Do it.
later on was like, I couldn't tell you because the audio was off. And I'm like, you're right.
Uh,
But hey, I appreciate that, Mark. It's lovely. Not real art. Yeah, it was art. It's fine. The stash.
stash.
Guys,
Oh,
I'm blushing.
he's as pink
Oh,
and with blush. What's this?
Reed, pop your
Oh,
head in. I need to see the stash. Elon's requesting it, Reed, if you hear this. Oh my
see?
gosh, Catherine is also in the chat. What?
Catherine,
What
this
a
is
treat.
exciting.
What a treat.
Catherine, are you crocheting? Are you on your iPad?
Are you
Where's
renovating the whole house?
where's Howard? Where's Abby? Are you
Please
watching Cats? Tell us.
tell us everything. Oh, it's Madonna Mary, your fave. That's what he was singing earlier, I think,
I
right?
know. I
Yeah.
know.
You're like, I know.
I know.
Oh, Reed may be handsome, but have we talked about his beautiful
Oh,
wife, Brooke? You know
Brooke.
someone else who's married to Reed? What are you saying?
Oh my goodness.
You're so sweet, Brooke. Love you. I got popped with 2 Vax shots
Oh,
today. Did
how
someone just put them in your arm, Steph? That's
is your
out of
mom a
nowhere?
nurse? Does your mom do this on the side?
Oh, that's funny. Good luck, Dad. I hope you can suffer through those 2 together.
I hope you're feeling okay.
Richie credits you, then disses you. Did I do that? Hey, Danny. How's it going?
Danny?
Oh, both in left? Why would you not do one in both arm? Like, wouldn't I wouldn't you?
Wait.
He got
You
them both.
no. Don't isn't that how they do it? Because they, like
Do they? I guess I've
I
never got 2 in 1.
I can't see myself switching arms. I can't.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I
I
got
don't
you.
know.
I'm a side sleeper, and it was a bit of a struggle at night for me. Yeah, anytime I get a vaccine, I'm also a side sleeper. It is hard. And I can't just do one side, I gotta switch.
Yeah.
Mark's also loving your shirt.
Ah, thanks, Mark.
Does Reed have a Super Troopers mustache? I don't know what that means.
Is that the, like,
Is that a long one?
curly thing? Like, curly
Hmm.
I don't know.
If he ever curlied, I'd be like, "Get it, stop." I'd have
Yeah.
to really voice my opinion there. Doesn't everyone have a mustache? Well,
Well,
I I guess so.
I mean, not intentionally, it's,
Oh, what flavor is the seltzer water?
It is lemon lime. I grabbed
Nice.
these from, Dollar General.
We love a DG, don't we?
They're delicious, and they're $1.
Perfect. Oh, maybe he has a toothbrush mustache. He's bringing it back. Toothbrush. Oh, like
Maybe
the thick.
I don't know. I guess we don't know our mustaches.
I know. I'm like, what's that one mean?
I only know mustache.
Right, right.
I know goatee,
Oh,
beard.
hey, Mary, do you like grindcore?
I can't say I've ever listened to grindcore.
I'm sure Reed could tell me if I have or not, but I don't
Yeah?
understand half the chorus, I gotta tell you. I'm currently growing my hair out on top in a super awkward stage right now. That middle stage of whatever you're aiming for, that's hard. Good luck, cycle.
That is just gotta power through or wear a lot of hats.
Right. I'm a huge stand-up fan too, which means, of course, I think almost all of them are terrible. That's kind of how it goes, right? Cycle, who are your favorites? Please tell us. Larry, can you give Mara a card for your library? This is get out of hand. My dad doesn't have a library card, Elon.
I
I'm not sure
forget
he
what
ever has.
I know Larry doesn't like to read digitally, but I would think he would
Well, you see, my dad has an
read the
issue.
physical books from the
My dad has a
library.
problem where if he reads any book, he has to own it.
Yeah, but this would be great. He could sample and be like, "Psh, I don't like this."
But he
Or he
would
could
say he would never pick up something he doesn't like. That's what
Oh,
he would say.
Larry. Oh, Larry.
I mean, he gives a lot of 8 out of 10s. I'm just saying, like,
Listen, that is true, but I watch all of Larry's videos, and he
mhm.
just gave something a 7. The last book that you gave him,
Wow.
what's that book called? Brindle? I'm sure I'm saying the title wrong.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He gave that a 7, so
It's only the ones I give him, apparently.
he's like, "These
To be
stink."
fair, I liked that less than he did.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, Reed is the best chancellor. That's correct. Oh, Hayden. Hello, Hayden. Good to see
Hey,
you.
Hayden.
How are you doing, Hayden? Okay, here we go. I read Tiny Dance. Welcome to St. Hill. How did you like
Fun.
Welcome to St. Hill? I've read that one.
Read
Clementine
that
Book
too.
2. How is that for you? I still need to read it.
Me too.
Impossible People. Black Hole. Any Empire. Imagine Wanting Only This. Good Night,
I read
Hen. What you've so many things on this list. There's so many things. I'm excited that you read all of these though.
Nice.
What were your favorites? Oh, Catherine now has a photo and is on her
Catherine,
iPad drawing.
what made you put the photo in? This is exciting.
This is exciting. face face reveal for Catherine in the chat. We love that. We knew what she looked like.
A
But
face reveal.
Louis heard you and wagged his tail. Oh, also I just started The Woman in Me. What?
Oh.
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 Is that a book?
I feel like we should know this. I feel
Wait,
like this is some thriller.
wait, is that the Britney book?
Oh, is it?
Is it?
I think it's definitely a thriller.
That's what I was like, 100% a thriller. Then I'm
And,
like, hold on.
Stephanie's like, "You have her T-shirt on, and you
Listen, and I
very
read the book.
spoiled it that you read it."
You're right. That's what that is. Okay. Stephanie, you feel free to holler at me, call me at some point if you want to talk about it because we got to talk about it.
Uh-oh.
Also, well, I'll get to it when I talk more about it.
All right, all right.
Um, let's see. Well, let's hope they don't fall off like a Lego. We talking arms? Is that what we're talking about?
I guess I should follow.
Oh, Cycle hopes Reid wins for the dolly mustache.
Oh, yeah, that I know.
I've never seen Super Troopers.
I have not either, but I guess that doesn't surprise Danny.
Here we go. I liked Fortune as a voice on Bless the Hearts. It stinks that show got canceled so quickly. I never watched that, but it sounds like I would like it.
It's funny, I just know Fortune from probably social media, just watching clips on Instagram and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's also got a new podcast with Tig Notaro, who I also adore.
Oh, that's
and,
right.
Yeah, and Mae Whitman called Handsome, and it's a good time.
Now, let me ask you. I know the answer, but okay, you just mentioned that podcast. How often do you listen to that?
Well, here's the deal. So this week, I really wanted to listen to the audiobook that I started.
What was the name of it?
The Secret Life of Albert Entwistle.
Oh, I thought I was being a jerk about the woman.
Oh, the other one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess I read the Britney book that I'm calling it the Britney book because what's it called? Woman Inside Me. Woman in Me.
It sounds yeah.
Something.
What's happening? By the way, you like how I ask you a question and then I just keep interrupting you with more questions? I'm so sorry.
I want all the questions.
The audiobook, the Albert one you're listening to. Remember I listened to that and I loved it. Do you remember this?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't remember that. But I'm glad you did.
Yes.
So, were you going to warn me about the cat?
Uh-oh. I feel like I can't remember what it is.
You probably did at the time.
But I feel like I did at the time.
No, you probably definitely did at the time. I haven't gotten there yet, but Jessica told me about it. She was like, do you want me to tell you about the cat? And I was like, yeah, warn me about the cat. So, and that's not a spoiler because guess what? I don't think those things are spoilers. Like I want to know, but I am looking forward to it. The problem I'm having, I started it after the Britney book.
Okay.
And I was like, whoa, this is not about Britney Spears. So I couldn't read it. And I'm just kidding. Too many people talking at work. So I was like, okay, let me go to a podcast. So then I started listening to several Handsome episodes.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And then I was like, this is great. But then people kept coming and interrupting me like today. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm putting on music because at least I'm not,
I get that.
So it's been hard. But my point is, every now and then, I guess is the answer. That's how often I listen to it. I'm behind on like every podcast I've ever started.
Me too. I don't know. And I'm on the train, more frequently now. And I can't seem to focus on anything. I end up just downloading YouTube videos and just kind of zoning out and watching those or I don't know, listening to music.
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it.
I don't know.
Reid handlebar mustache when? Reid, you hear this?
Handlebar. I think that's the one I was talking about with the curls.
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
I think that's right. I'm well but super behind on reading because the Hoonenverse just launched here and I'm engrossed in that. That's understandable. How are you liking it, Hayden? There's a very exciting thing happening there. I know. I don't watch it. I haven't watched it, but
can you tell me what it is?
Doctor Who?
Oh, hello.
I assume Hayden is referencing Doctor Who. That's what I'm assuming. Oh, I had library cards for many years before the civilian internet became a thing. Not so much after that. Dad,
Dad,
go to the library.
you'll love it.
Danny didn't read anything. That's okay, Danny.
Totally
Oh,
okay.
have I mentioned my latest Kickstarter? Check out Mark's latest Kickstarter.
Do it.
Is it currently launched? Did it actually launch, Mark? I saw the update earlier in the week, but I was like, when does it launch? Let me know, and I'll tell the peeps. Oh, she sent a draw into the Ramen Besties chat. Let's go.
You gonna share it?
Let's take a look.
What if it's a drawing of us
Aw.
live on
That'd be
YouTube?
so funny. I love this, Catherine. I will share it. Catherine, do you care if I share it? I'll email it to myself.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's so good. Catherine, you're so good at all the things.
Wow.
We love that for you.
Very cute.
Okay,
And
one day I'll
yes,
send this. Sorry,
and
go
yes,
ahead.
for people who don't know, that's the name of our chat. The 4 of us.
The Ramen Besties.
It's where I send photos of popular buildings from New York City.
And Catherine's like, what's that?
And then, oh, I hope it's not a really popular one.
That was so funny.
It was
Marv
fun.
was like, she's pretty.
And a
I
great
love it.
sport.
Okay, Stephanie's confirmed. It's the Ready book. Thanks, Stephanie. I feel very dumb. Thank you so much.
How about I was like, oh, that's definitely a thriller. That's a thriller.
My head went there too. I was like, "Ooh, she dies. The woman in her dies." But I did start watching White Oda Earp. I've heard it's good. Never watched it. Who's
Nice.
surprised? No one. No one's surprised. The High Desert was my favorite. I like the rest except for Any Empire, which I really didn't like. The High Desert's sitting on a shelf in the other room, and I really want to read it, Chris. So I'm glad you liked it.
Nice.
I read Autumnal. I'm so happy that you did not hate it. You're right. I did not hate it. Wait, also read Witches. How did you feel about Witches? 'Tis the season.
Kristen is on this like you get this look on your face and a tone in your text when you talk about witches.
You're
Kinda like,
not wrong.
what did you think of that?
How'd you feel?
Did you like it?
Well, I also, if you liked it, Mary, I don't want to be like, I hated everything about. I mean, I would tell you my opinion, but you know what I mean? Like,
well, didn't we go
consider
back
it.
and look? And I think I gave it a 3.
Which
But I
I
I
also
wanna
did.
reread it. I do wanna reread it after,
Yeah,
talking t oh.
I also do. Just real quick, this is Catherine's beautiful artwork of
Does
this
it have
adorable Corgi.
does this dog have a name?
Yeah, who's this dog, Catherine?
Does Howard think that you were trying to draw him? And he's
Yeah, and is
upset
he
now?
offended the ears are
What?
different?
And he's like, "Why would you draw a corgi?"
We gotta know. Give us the
Yeah.
tea.
Ask him.
But this is beautiful. I love this.
It is.
Okay, Mara read Iris Kelly and still hasn't emotionally recovered. I relate. Let's see. I read the Matt Fraction Hawkeye OHC Volume 1 and reading 2
nice.
currently. How are you feeling about it, Dad? Let me know. I really hate how every comedian now has a podcast and pontificates and everything as if they aren't just run-of-the-mill idiots. Cycle, I love how much of a curmudgeon you can be. It's a good time.
It does feel like I mean, I get it when
Yeah,
people do it, but it does feel like everyone has a podcast.
it's true.
They probably feel like they have to, especially if you're a comedian. They probably wanna do anything they can to get out there.
Yeah, I totally get it, and I get what you're saying, Cycle. Hey, everybody, hit that like. 4 likes on all these chatters.
Thanks, Larry.
Thanks, Dad. Theo fun as a snake. I just love the back and forth with my dad here and Cycle. It's a good time. There's no good living comedian with a podcast as far as I know. Cycle, I'm
Wow.
offended. I'm offended
Michael,
because
who are your favorite comedians?
man, I Tig Notaro is the one. Don't Ask Tig is so great. I love it.
I know I
I
would like
love it.
that if I listened to
Yeah,
it.
you would like it for sure.
Remember you had me watch that one special of hers, and I was not familiar with her at all, and I really did love it. I forget which one it was, but it was with the Indigo Girls
Yes.
bit. Yeah,
Yes. It's so
yeah,
good. I
yeah.
love that. So I should rewatch that. Yeah. I hope to one day, Mary, if it happens upon at the right time, it would be awesome to go visit you and go see Tig together because
Oh,
I've
that'd be
still never
fun.
seen Tig and I would love to see Tig and I think you and I would have the best time there.
I would do that.
Okay, here we go. Mark's Kickstarter main page.
Nice.
Go check out Mark's stuff. It's awesome. I definitely need to do that as well. But I'm excited to get his last Kickstarter soon. So
Oh, I'm such a
soon
fool.
is
I
relative.
I thought that's what everybody was talking about.
This is a new one. It's another
So,
one.
I will have to go check this out too.
Yeah, for sure. Hmm. Okay, it's all of the episodes of classic and modern Doctor Who, plus the spinoffs,
Oh,
behind the
cool.
scenes documentaries, animations, and the BBC archive available for free. Hayden,
Wow.
wow.
Good for
I can
you. That's
understand that
fun.
takes up a lot of time.
Cool.
Let's see. Oh, won't show up on main page yet. It has not launched. See, I was wondering. I was like, did I miss it? Because I know there
Oh,
was
oh,
a
oh.
save, a pre-save thing.
I
Okay,
got you.
cool. Oh, Cycle's a pro heckler.
Cycle.
I kind of love that though, and I can see it. Um, let's see. Autumnal is way better than Witches. I agree. Puts it
Wow.
to shame. You know, I
Wow.
say I agree. I should probably reread Witches because apparently I gave it the same rating, which doesn't feel right in my
Hmm.
memory. Do you know what I mean?
The next time I talk to Scott, I'm gonna have to have a little chat with your,
Just let him know. He seems very sweet. Hey, I liked his what did I read from him? His swamp thing? I like that.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. So that's something. Let's see. Oh, fun fact with Elon, corgis are a Welsh breed, and corgi in Welsh means
Aw,
dwarf dog. That's adorable.
they're so cute.
Chris says that's an awesome drawing. Absolutely. Catherine, what is it like to have talent? I also wonder this. Ooh, Winston the corgi, adorable. Love that.
Aw.
Oh, 7 likes now. You're welcome, Johnny. Thank you. And hello. How's it going?
Yes. Good to see you, Johnny.
For sure. Oh, I'm certainly not a good comedian. Mark, you're my favorite comedian. You can't hear this though, so. Thanks for the compliments. It means a lot. It was my first portrait.
Really?
That's surprising because it looks really good.
Aw.
Very cool. Some friends and I were talking about Norm this evening, who's one of the greats, Norm Macdonald. All right, Mary, what'd you read? What'd you read this since the last time? What's going
Not
on over there?
not a ton, but
Okay.
let's see. Let's start with what gives us some giggles.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm opening a bag.
We love that.
I read the second Birds of Prey.
Look at you, single issue queen.
Listen, I'm buying single issues. Well, not really. I bought 2 spontaneously.
You're like, I got a thing at the comic shop every Wednesday. I'm
Yeah,
going.
I got a pull
I
list.
got to pull this. Yeah.
Pull list, yeah. So I read the first 2 Birds of Prey, and I enjoyed it, but, I'm not gonna continue in single issue, like, I know I enjoyed it, and then maybe when it comes out into a trade, I will continue, but I have to admit, it's very fun reading single issues, and people that read them all the time, they're like, "Yeah, hello, no kidding, this is not any new thing to us," but basically in this issue, the team is completely assembled, and they are, I'm so bad at this as far as, like, I don't wanna spoil anything, but I don't think it's any sort of spoiling. Yes, Elon, Kelly Thompson. Um, to say that they're going to look for Black Canary's sister. She's in trouble. Can I say that?
Yeah, I think you can say that.
I already said it.
It's been said.
So if you want to see some art, let me
Oh, love
try to
to.
find a good page.
I love that's Kelly Thompson too. Love Kelly
Yeah.
Thompson.
At first, I wasn't like thrilled with the color palette, and then it really grew on me because there's
Mm,
like, really, you would
it's
think with
different.
this cover it would be like bright and I know you can't go by covers, but you would think it would be a bit bright, but it kind of grew on me.
That was
Um,
cool.
yeah, so I enjoyed it. Can't remember if I gave these 3 or 4 stars. I can't remember. How's that?
Awesome.
Shocking.
I love it.
Thank you. And then I think you received your copy of this by now, but I read
King
oh, was
Shark
that
shows up.
oh, sorry, spoiler, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, is it? I thought you
I
just showed him. Was that not King? Look, I don't know.
No,
I
I
just saw a
did, but,
shark
like, I'm
person.
just saying, I hope that wasn't, like,
Oh,
not supposed to be known, but
nah.
let's be real, I don't think I'm, like, breaking any news here. I'm not like Omar or something. Um, I read Betwixt. You
I
read it
didn't
too?
read it. No,
Oh, so
I
exciting.
just have it near me.
So, I didn't know this, I don't know if you did. I think Maddie you were on a show with Maddie and she mentioned it, so when you read the American creators, you read from
Mm.
this cover on, so you sort of, like, read to the middle, and then you switch to that cover, which is the Japanese creators, and read it like traditional manga, which I thought was kinda cool for book. I don't know if that's ever been done before.
I was gonna say I haven't seen it, and that's really neat. Yeah.
Um, and this book, I gave it a 3. I've seen some reviews, people weren't thrilled with it. I heard Maddie say that, that the endings didn't land, and I have to say she's spot on with that. Don't don't expect, like, stellar endings to these, but there were a couple that I did really enjoy. There's one story in here sorry, let me just find my bearings here. Um, sorry. I should have marked it. There were a couple stories that I really did enjoy. You know, it's your traditional horror manga. The some of the art, you could definitely, it goes through like different creators, different art. You're like, you have stuff that looks like that, and then you go completely like, let me get some like horror-ish looking things. I feel like there's a cat thing in here that I should tell you about,
Oh no.
but the art is very I kind of like that though, right? When the art's different, you get to see like sampling of all these different creators, but I can't oh boy, look at that. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Creepy.
Um sorry, I don't want to hold you up when I do find that one story if I can find it. I can't believe I didn't mark it. And I'm really drawing a blank on like sort of like my favorite of all of them. So maybe it wasn't that great if I can't easily remember what it was about. Oh, I know. There's a story in here where someone owns a house and they're warned not to open this one window because of what they may see. So they live in this house and it would be like if there was a window in the room you're currently in and you just never opened it because when you bought the house they're like, do not open that window. Do not look into the house that's across from you. So the whole time you're like, well, what would happen if they open the window? What's over there? So that was like my favorite one. So I'm curious to see when you read it if you enjoy that one.
Nice. I am hoping to read it by next time. We'll
But
see.
again, the endings,
Gotcha.
but I enjoyed it. Like, I can't really decide if I can't say I gave it usually books that we give a 3, we're like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna donate it, sell it, whatever, right? I can't really decide. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not willing to just say I'm gonna get rid of it. So I
That's
might keep it.
fair.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm
So
glad to
we'll
hear
see.
that because I don't want to chuck mine immediately.
Yeah. And I think it's because I do really appreciate the 2 different ways they like the layout of the book.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
really
that
cool.
yeah, I think that was clever.
Love that. So that's your stack, yeah?
That's it.
I love it.
That was kind that you called it a stack too.
You're welcome. Batmanda, hello. It's Dad's birthday. Happy
Yay.
birthday to Dad.
Happy birthday.
And his present was a book from Blackwell's after you guys recommended it.
Which
What
one?
book? You know we're gonna ask. That's
Batmanda with the
exciting.
tease. She's got the
Love
teaser
that.
going.
Love it so much. All right. So Mara already mentioned it. I did, of course, finish Iris Kelly Doesn't Date. You guys, the Bright Falls trilogy is over. That is very sad. However, this was great, of course. Easy 5 stars. I'm very excited to hear your thoughts on this, Mary. Super stoked for that.
I have the audiobook, so I
Hey,
need to get
that's
to it.
a good audiobook. That's how I listen to it. I guess that'd be the only way how I listen to something. It's like that's how I listen to the audiobook.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah, I appreciate that. There is a little excerpt that I haven't read yet for
Oh.
her next holiday book, Make This Season Bright, at
Oh,
the end of
bright,
here, which comes out
bright.
next year. Yeah. So I have heard, she did say when we met her that Iris makes a little cameo either
Oh,
in that book or the next series she's working on. I can't remember. But
cool.
that's cute, and I hope she does that with other characters throughout.
I like that.
Yeah, so that's cool. I also read your favorite book of all time.
Oh my god. How
Mary.
what's the best thing about the book? The cover?
The covers, yeah, the cover maybe.
Pretty good.
I didn't hate the art, you
Art,
know,
I do remember that, yeah.
it's fine. Um Especially like the images of the okay, people who don't know what this is, but the images of the fish flying throughout the city,
You know,
were pretty
as
cool,
fish do.
as
Yeah,
fish do.
yeah.
So, basically we're following some high schoolers around who, well, really one in particular. But yeah, let me read some of the back here. Blah blah blah. Without warning, schools of massive goldfish descend upon the crowded streets, and the mystified onlookers' confusion quickly turns to terror as the fish begin to feed. So these fish start eating people.
And
That's the
is
book.
this how's how's my memory? Is this where they're, like, all in the school and they're, like, trapped in the school and the fish are am I in the right place?
I
You're like, "I don't know, I didn't even care where they were."
well, I was like, they were definitely in a building. I don't remember if it was a school, but they were in a building because, of course, it's post-apocalyptic. A group of survivors get
Yeah.
together. They're all trying to like get away from the fish.
I could be
But
thinking about that awful zombie book I read. Remember the
oh yeah, that may be it.
Oh,
That may be it. But yeah, they're trying to get away from the fish, obviously, because they're eating people, and you don't want that.
no, no,
You
no.
don't want that at all. It was just like the premise is like wild, obviously, but that was also the interesting part about it, right?
Yeah.
Um, but even when we got to the end, which there's a little cliffhanger because there are more of these books, like it's when we skipped in time. I don't know if you remember, it's been a bit,
It's been a
but
bit.
we skip in time with our main character. Our main character was basically this isn't really a spoiler because the whole time he's trying to get to this rescue helicopter to get away from the fish. Do you remember what I'm talking
Okay,
about?
I remember
Yeah.
this.
So I was rolling my eyes at some stuff throughout this. There's some like fan service stuff that it's like, okay. There's some
Mhm.
stuff like that. Obviously, it's a silly, very silly premise. However, I wasn't like hating it until I got to the end when I was like, oh yeah, this isn't good. Like, you know what I mean? Like there was
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like I can't say it because it's a spoiler if you do want to read it, but like the end is like, wow, why did I read this again? That's how it made me feel.
Oh,
And then I
man.
ended up giving it 2 stars because I didn't like hate it outright.
Yeah,
I didn't like it, but it didn't feel like a 1 for me.
yeah.
Sometimes I really wanna give it 1.
Yeah, I know.
And then when I rated it, I saw you also rated it a 2, so we're rating twins,
And I think I did give it a 2 because of the art.
which especially, like, the big scenes of, like, the fish. feeding on people, as wild as that sounds. It's good, you know? It's not bad. Yeah,
And
that's a
I
book I read.
and listen, I hope it's an understood, but if it's not, I'm gonna say it. With these kind of books that we send to each other, if you wanna throw it at somebody,
Oh,
you
yeah.
wanna throw it at Second Charles, you wanna donate it, you wanna make somebody suffer at your local library, donate it. I am so good. The purpose is just to, like once it's given, once the exchange
Mm.
happens, it's yours.
I love that, and I love that we do that because it was like
Yeah.
that what was it? The Rot something book that I sent you,
Oh,
which was beautiful, but it, like,
wait,
sucked real bad. What's it
what the
called?
heck?
Stages of Rot.
I almost called it fish rot because 'cause you're holding up that goldfish.
Stages of Rot, yeah.
Stages of rot. Oh, that was so bad.
It's so disappointing too because it's a beautifully, like,
It's
put together book. It's
gorgeous. Yeah.
gorgeous, but so I'm like, "Yeah, you throw that in a trash can or,
No,
like,
no,
wherever you want.
it went to the library,
That's
so
better. That's better than a
some
trash can."
some sucker bought it from the book
Some
nook.
sucker. I'm sure they were like, "Ooh, beautiful book," because I would.
Right, oh,
I
right.
did. I did, in fact.
Hey,
So, that's a book I read. I'm glad I read it, though. I just love that you're like, "This is terrible. Here you go."
you gotta read it.
Yeah. We get in those moods where we're like, "Wait,
It's
can I read
fun.
that?" Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's great. Oh, Mara, buy this one. I'll get it from the library in 5 years. That's the way to go with this one. Do goldfish have teeth? I don't
Those do, I think, right?
I
No?
don't think they had teeth. I think they just had strong jaws. I don't remember seeing teeth, at least. There could be teeth. Do goldfish have I don't know that they do.
I don't
I
think
don't think
goldfish
they
have
do
teeth.
either. Oh, the goldfish book returns to kill. It's true. Um, The Name of the Wind, wait, that's the book?
Wait, you told us,
I
right?
know, I was like, I didn't recommend that.
But maybe we missed something.
Did we miss something, Batmanda? Let us know.
But usually I know you're always right, Kristen, but Batman does write a lot too, so
Oh, yeah,
I don't know.
for sure. Iris Kelly Doesn't Date is the best book in the Bright Falls series because all the character
Ah,
development with Iris and Stevie. They were great. I didn't expect it. Well, I knew I was gonna like it, but I love Stevie. Like, to introduce a character that hasn't been with the series the whole time and really love that character says a lot. Stevie's great. I don't agree that it's the best one. It's not my favorite, at least. I
oh,
think it may. I mean, in a lot of ways, I guess, be the best one. But like as far as favorites, I can do
mhm.
that. I can't say best, but it's not my favorite of the three. The first one's still my favorite. Just how it is. It is my second favorite though. If I were to rank them, it would be 1, 3, 2.
1 through 2. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Oh, I loved Mitch Hedberg so much. So much. Did you like him back in the day, Mary?
I have no clue.
You don't know. Loved him. Loved him. Let's see. A lot of comedian talk in here.
Oh boy, wait till you see Batman to put us in our place.
Mm.
I don't know what happens. But thanks for always coming back, Batmanda.
That's true. We you didn't mention that, yeah.
Yep.
Um, Batmanda, I'm stoked that happened. It's so funny.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
I love Sarah Silverman, but her latest special was not very good. I also really like Sarah, but I have not watched the latest special.
I
Oh, here
haven't
we
seen
go.
that either. Oh,
The internet informed me goldfish have small, flexible, and sharp teeth in the back of their throat
oh,
on their gill arches. Ooh. Okay, so they can
ooh.
kill people. That's what we've learned.
Especially when they're flying through the air.
Wow. Thanks for that, Catherine. Incredible. Speaking of more death, I guess. I don't believe I mentioned after I
Oh.
finished this. Yeah, the Kurosagi Corpse Delivery Service Omnibus Volume 1. If you don't know from that title, there's a parental advisory sticker on it, like all the triggers as well. It's quite brutal. It is about a corpse delivery service.
Mm.
There's this group of ragtag, I don't know why I said red. I feel like
I've
it's in
never
the back of a book somewhere, right?
I've
There's a
never heard you say
ragtag group of
ragtag.
people. One of them can talk to the dead.
Oh.
One of them can find dead bodies with a
Mhm.
talisman that he like
Mhm.
holds. One of them channels an alien through a hand puppet,
Okay.
as you do.
Mhm.
And one of them is an embalmer. She went to embalming school. Let's see
Okay.
what else is there. And there's one that's really good at hacking. So that whole group of people put together this service that they call it. Um, and it's just really fun. Like all the characters are really fun. It's a good time. There's mysteries throughout. It is very like monster of the week in the chapters. And
Okay.
really over the volumes. There's 3 volumes in this. You can kind of see where they land.
Oh,
Which I like, by the way. I really
I
like
like that a lot too. That's
yeah, like
very, very satisfying.
and it happens to just like because all of the sound effect text is drawn, so they didn't
Mhm.
change any of that for the translation. Um, the reason you can see it is because it's black bars up here, and these are all like
Oh,
translated sound effects, which is interesting. I'll never read all of those, but
cool.
but I like it. Yeah, the omnis are like really well made. They're shorter than an average. Well, are they shorter than? I don't know. Here's Betwixt, so it's a bit shorter.
But is Betwixt bigger?
Yeah, maybe. And this one's bigger too. So I don't know that I have a quote unquote average one
I don't have
around
one
me.
near me, but
How about these I never opened? Should we remember that
oh,
from last
I
time?
really enjoyed. You're like, "Oh, here you go."
Okay, wait. Yeah, it's a little bit shorter. It is Dark Horse though. I think that's an average Dark Horse manga
Oh,
size.
okay.
I should open those at some point. Anyway, this was great. I really enjoyed it. There were
Nice.
5 of these. I never finished them. I read this first volume, just the first like volume in it
Mhm.
years ago, and I really liked it. You know, it's of the time in certain ways. It is older. You'll get some language throughout that you're
Okay.
like, okay.
Alright.
Or some moments or certain things that words we don't necessarily use for certain things. And again, all the trigger warnings, please look them up if you think there
Yeah.
may be something in here. Or message me and I'll tell you. Um, but yeah, it's great. I really liked it.
Nice.
Um, let's see. Oh, should I get Corpse Delivery Service? I enjoy stories that explore morality or mortality. um, yes, if you don't mind the brutality of it, the
Alright.
brutality of the mortality
Or the morality?
or the morality. Both themes explored, all 3.
Alon, if you like ragtag,
Yeah. Do you like ragtag groups of people? It's oddly funny. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't sound like it should be,
I know what you mean.
but it's oddly funny. I was trying to find something I could actually show, but because there's a lot in here. But yeah, Elon, I think if that sounds fun to you, you should do it. And these are like again 3-in-1s from Dark Horse. The cover price is $20, so you're gonna find it for like
Oh,
40% off at a lot of places. Catherine's comment is a sneak peek into our daily lives. We may be married, but I know where I stand with true crime facts and random facts. Is Catherine really good at trivia? That's the question.
she must be.
I feel like it would be great. Oh, I lost my foot last time I sassed Catherine.
Oh,
Oh. I also read this is called DJ Cat Goshi World Tour. Okay.
okay.
Let's take a second to appreciate this cover, shall we? There's a cat with headphones riding on a turntable, like in the sky.
There is.
What more could you want, right? I saw this cover and I was like, I need it. I need it real bad. Of course. It also, by the way, it came with a bookmark of the cat in it.
Oh,
How
that's cute.
cute. So that's exciting. And this cover on the back is also really great. So this cat, he is a DJ. He just pulls along his little wagon of records and sets up and DJs places. It was so like ridiculous, but charming. Uh,
Okay.
and also super weird. Just so weird. like like this cat does a lot of marijuana that I didn't
Oh,
expect. Yeah. Look at him just smoking. just
there he is.
there he is. Which I don't know if that was supposed to be marijuana or like does this cat really like catnip and we're just making some kind of comparison that seems to happen.
Oh,
I don't know. But it was weird and I really like the art. It's very sketchy, but like interesting. Or I can kind of look at him driving. Like he's just driving. He drives his car like into the ocean and then like comes out on the other side of like an island. Just it's so strange and weird. And there are
okay.
these little like vignette kind of stories throughout. I think I ultimately gave it a 3, but I kind of also want to read it again. Like it was just so
Oh,
weird and
okay.
interesting. And I did end and I was like, what did I read? But I'm also like, I think I liked it. like,
All right.
you know,
Yeah, I do.
also, this must be the inspiration for him in the first page here.
Oh,
And I love him. Look at that guy.
cute.
Love that guy. So I'd
All
read more
right.
from whatever this creator is for sure.
So you're gonna keep it, it sounds.
I choose to believe that was catnip. Yes, I agree. And I want to believe that as well. Because like he just keeps wanting it. And it's like, what are you doing, my man? Get off the drugs. But I
Yeah,
guess
but
if you're a cat and you like catnip,
to them, that's,
but
that's their pot.
is that what is it meant to be catnip? I'm gonna again choose to believe it's catnip. And that makes the story better for me, honestly.
Yeah,
It
I
does.
agree.
Oh, you're holding my memoir. This cat? Is that what you're talking about? I hope not this one.
Oh, no.
So that's the thing I read. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. It's so weird and I liked it
Alright,
ultimately.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like the more I talk about, the more I think I liked it more than I thought. Do you ever do
It's
that?
funny how yeah, it happens a lot, or sometimes I just need more time to process,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny loves weed, but yeah, I don't want cats doing weed.
Right, it seems unsafe for the cats.
Exactly. I'll let the cat DJ and like drive, but the
Yeah,
drug thing seems too far. But if it's catnip, then it's fine. You know.
I
So
do.
I do have a slideshow prepared.
Wow.
Now, I know people last week were like, we don't want to see the boys you liked. I feel like my slideshow bombed. I really thought it was interesting and funny, and I feel like it bombed a
No,
little bit.
I don't think so. I think
Well,
people are into it.
thank you, Mary. I appreciate it.
I think they liked it.
That is fair catnip. Yeah, absolutely. Um, but so I went back to an old favorite, right? We just had to. We had to go back to an
Mhm.
old favorite. I saw the thumbnail and I was inspired.
Cute.
Here we are. So look at these little
I have to
baby
say, they're
bats.
cute. They're fuzzy.
Come on.
I
They're
like the one that's
fuzzy.
tilting its head.
He's adorable. And look at his little like pillow,
Yeah.
like sleeping bag. I love them.
Yes.
I love them. The autumnal, as Elon mentioned, I did not hate it. I ultimately gave it a 3. I think I feel comfortable with that rating. I did go back and forth. But because I had some problems with the ending, I had some problems with some stuff throughout it, but ultimately it was interesting. It is about this town that is known for having like the most beautiful and the best fall essentially. They're beautiful, gorgeous, like a million trees around. And it's a smaller town full of people that like are really nice and know each other. And you kind of follow this woman and her daughter. And the woman is, she would probably call herself an F up kind of person. I don't know why I censoring.
She's a real screw
Just
up, her.
just, you know, she's screwed
Mm.
up.
She's a bad lady.
She's a bad lady. But, you know, she's tried her hardest. She's been through a lot, and her mother dies, and her mother's from this town, and that's where she originally was from. But she hasn't spoken to her mother in a long time. They had a falling out, so she's kinda just like, "Whatever." So her mom leaves her house to some random person who she doesn't know who it is, who then leaves it to her.
Okay.
So that's already weird, right? You're like, "What's happening?" So she goes back to this town. She kinda has nothing anyway, so she needs to have this house and create this, like, good environment for her kid. So they go there, and then weird stuff starts to happen. I knew you knew it, right? You knew it.
Right.
There's death and there's weird leaf things and there's stuff happening.
Oh,
So if you
boy.
want a spoopy doopy, you can check this out. It's on Hoopla where I read it. So if you have a library card, Mara,
Mara
you can
Mara.
rock that Hoopla potentially if your library has it, and then check it out there. So that is what I would recommend. Check it out from your library, see how you feel about it, because you know the ending especially is divisive. I feel like
Alright. I do have that on my Hoopla list, but we'll see.
there you are. The
By
baby
the way,
bats are back.
I'm just gonna, turn off my camera for a sec. I need to close this window that I have open in front of me because
I'll
I'm
do it.
suffering through being chilly,
Mm.
but I'm here.
We don't want that. Ooh, Johnny says bats are incredible. Came across a mother bat one night doing her best to protect her suckling. Would you mean cub? I assume. Okay. From those of us who stumbled upon the two. Oh, I hope she was able to protect her little baby. Love that. Oh, don't throw shade. I will bring up the bowl cut. Mara, everyone already knows I love Oliver Tree. Like that's not news to anyone. Ooh, pup. Okay, not pub. I was like cub? Pup. Pup
Aw.
makes sense. Thank you, Johnny. That's adorable. All right. I read Nothing Special, Volume 1, Through the Elder Woods by Katie Cook. What do we what?
I'm sorry. No, because you just I this is I have this to read too, and I got nervous that I've been bad with my ARC reading.
So
I have
I
time. I see
started
I have time.
I started getting them rolling in too fast and it made me nervous and a little anxious. But then when I got this one, I love Katie Cook. I love her work so much. I'm like looking around for oh, where did I put it?
What
I know
did
it's
I
around here
read?
somewhere.
I know I read something by Katie Cook. Do you do you remember?
You know, I don't remember. I know she's done a lot of like great cover work throughout the years.
Oh, okay.
As well as she's done interiors too, I believe. But
Okay.
it's been so long. I mean, she's been working on this is a web comic, so you can, you know, read it online. But the book's coming out in March 2024. And what I loved her most about was going to conventions, and if she would be there, she would do these little mini paintings for $10.
Oh, I remember this.
So we have 2 of them. No, wait, we have 2 of them. One of them is, the cats, and one of them is Reid and I. I wish I had them handy. I know they're somewhere on my shelves over there, but
I
they're so
remember.
cute. Yeah,
I
they're
remember
so
you
cute.
showing those, yeah.
I love him so much. So I love her art, and this was such a fun adventure. Again, it's a webcomic. Mara, you can read it online for free. But if you want it formatted in a book, it is coming out in March, and it was so nice to read it that way. I think this volume had the perfect ending. I'm not sure where the webcomic ended because I haven't been following that, but
Okay.
I'm sure it's still going after this is volume one. But oh my gosh, it was such a blast. There's one character in particular. I'm excited for you to read it, Mary, because
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have the same favorite character, maybe.
Okay.
He was so great. There's so many good creatures in this. They're all so cute too. Her art is like so made for a magical adventure like this, which is what it is essentially. I mean, you can just tell by the cover. You know, there's a lot of like cute little creatures. Both of our main characters here kind of don't know what kind of powers they have or kind of what their place is in the world
Okay.
for one reason or another. The girl main character here, her dad like disappears. So they go on an adventure to like find him and like help save him and where did he go? And but she was always told, don't go past this gate, don't go past this gate in their town. And she's like, well, I have to find my dad. So what's gonna happen? And then it's just a blast. It's just so fun. So if you like magical adventures,
Okay.
it's great. I would totally recommend it. 5 stars easy. Like I loved it.
Awesome.
Loved it so much. Okay, Danny wants to know, did anyone read anything spooky? Also, am I the only person who doesn't get spooked by written word?
Mm,
It's
I
relative, right? I mean,
yeah, I would say that I probably haven't recently, but I'm just
well,
thinking of,
this was probably kind of spoopy, right?
yeah, but I'm just saying as far as being I guess I'm not, like, spooked or, like, scared, but sometimes I'm like, "Ew, that's really
Mm,
gross. That's, like, gross."
yeah,
But I
that's
can't
fair.
I kinda know what you mean, Danny. It's been a while if I have been spooked by written word.
Yeah, I feel the same, really.
Yeah.
Oh, Mara has been lulled to sleep with her glasses still on.
Uh,
You should take an incriminating photo,
yes,
Catherine.
please.
Okay, so it turns out the Britney Spears book is called The Woman in Me. Thanks, Stephanie. It is not a
And
thriller.
Brittany must be so cold, she doesn't even have a shirt.
Listen,
Aw,
she's just like she can afford one. I like,
saying.
again, had to pull out the Britney shirt because I read this. I listened to this on audio. Britney does the little introduction
Okay.
where she basically talks about how she essentially couldn't read this book for the audiobook because of the stuff it would like bring back and
Mm,
her having to deal with trauma and things like that, which I think is totally fair after hearing it.
okay.
So, trigger warnings for a lot of various things. You can easily find those on Goodreads, I'm sure. So, heads up, look those up if you need them. Um, but it is so short. And I say that in a positive way because I started it the morning of my day at work, the day I listened to it, and I finished it like 30 minutes before I left. And I paused it throughout the day. Okay.
Right.
I also did up the speed a little bit, which is not typically something I do. But Michelle Williams, who's an actress, she read the audiobook. She did really well. And if you up the speed, her voice actually sounds more like Britney's. Like if you up the
Oh,
speed,
okay.
which is, I mean, I don't know if that was just me in my head because I heard her the whole time, but um, I felt like it actually added a lot to the story, weirdly enough, and it made it shorter. It made it even shorter, which was exciting. So I think if you're gonna read this, the audiobook was well done. I'm sure the book also is an enjoyable read. This I ended up giving it 4 stars. I think it was really interesting. I'm not like I know I'm wearing a Britney shirt, but I I couldn't even tell you the names of her like last few albums. You know what I mean? Like,
I got you. Yeah.
yeah, my experience with Britney is like loving the albums when I was young, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I
those
think that's
songs and
most people.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and obviously we all watched her go through the conservatorship situation. We're
Yeah.
all, I think, collectively really happy that she's not in that anymore. Yeah, totally delves into that. It's somehow like crazier than I thought it was. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it really gives you perspective on the whole thing,
Okay.
as well as like, she's been in pop culture throughout her, I mean, her whole life, of course, and I wanna say, like, my whole life. I feel like a lot of our whole life, like, growing up at least, in a way that like, obviously, we can't know what she was going through until she tells that story, right?
Oh, yeah, for
So,
sure.
when I finished this, I was ultimately like, I'm really glad that she gave herself this moment to at least get her voice out. There are some things I think could have been you could have added some stuff to this, we could have heard more about that.
Right.
It could have been longer as much as I'm like, "Yay, it's short." Like, it could have been longer. I just like finishing books. Um, but but it was still, like, really interesting and well done, and I think even if you see this and you're not like, "Oh, this is something I'm interested in," it's just kind of fascinating. It is, and I did leave it also thinking, "Oh, she's been through a whole lot." No matter how you feel about her, like, she's been through a whole lot, and she spoke about all of it with real honesty, it felt like. I guess it's like, I don't know, right? But, like, that's how it
Yeah.
felt, and I really liked it. I
Nice.
don't know what else to say about it.
I definitely wanna listen to the audiobook because I don't know if I've ever admitted this on your channel here, but I am a huge Dawson's Creek fan.
Ooh. Yeah, you have, I think.
So,
Oh, yeah,
that's how
I forgot Michelle Williams is in that, right? Yeah.
Michelle Williams,
There you
her
go, girl.
she was Jennifer on the show. Jennifer? My god, I'm losing my mind. But anyway,
I don't know.
I'm just thinking of the last episode, and even though it's so long ago, I won't spoil, but all I will say is she had me in tears.
Oh,
Tears.
she did great too. It really, like I think she really gave it the, I don't do I wanna say authenticity? Because like, there is something about reading the words and making you feel something, right?
Yeah. Well, I've
She
heard
did great.
yeah, I've heard more probably about the narration of this book than the actual book, people just
Mm,
raving about how well it's done, like
yeah, I agree. It was really
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Um, Also Chris agrees and always cries watching the last episode.
Oh, Chris, I'm so glad you know what I'm talking about. There's one line, I could say it to you, Chris, where it said, I won't say who says it, but when it said, "See you soon." Hmm, sorry.
Johnny says Michelle Williams is a phenomenal actress.
I agree.
Yeah, she's great. And she was great in this. And yeah, especially if you marry love her, then you should definitely listen to it.
I
I
thought
guess.
you were gonna try to pull some garbage here that she's in Schitt's Creek.
Oh my gosh. What
Can
if
you
she is and I didn't
imagine?
even notice?
Oh my god,
Mary,
that would
she's in one episode at least.
no way! Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I wish she were now. That's too bad. That's too bad. But yeah, this was really well done. I think it deserves the hype it's getting. Um, and it
Nice.
made me feel some kind of way about Justin Timberlake, which people have probably heard, but
Yeah, I haven't heard what was said, but I've heard that he is I heard the rest of his band is, sticking up for him, that's all I really
I
heard.
heard that. And listen, long time ago, you could change, obviously,
Yeah.
but and I very much enjoy JT music, but you're gonna feel a certain way after this. There's just like no way you can't. Better than the bat in me. That should have been the title. Look at these guys too. Look at them all cuddly. How cute are they? We love them.
They are cute.
I will admit that Gideon Falls almost got me because the main character's name ended up being my real name. That kind of spooked me.
Oh my goodness.
That is creepy. Yeah, that would make me feel weird. Okay, and then this is what I'm currently reading. Still, we have come to the section of currently reads.
Oh, okay. I was like, "Wait." I thought I was like, "Good on you that you finished this."
I wish I had. Still working on it. I mentioned it last week. And by still working on it, did I read like a page? Probably. Do I regret
Counts.
getting novels in ARC form? Yes, I do.
You do, you do.
I do. I definitely do. But look at these baby foxes.
The one I know that that fox is yawning, but he
Oh,
sorta looks like he's screaming.
well, he's
Like
just yelling about that. He's yelling that I need to finish this arc. And I was like, you know what, buddy? You're right. I'm also currently reading Bunt.
oh, are those red panda babies?
They are. I love red pandas. Look at how cute they are. Don't you want to hug them?
I do, and I have more anxiety because I think I also have Bunt to read. I think.
I had to grab it. This is the author of Check Please.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It's called Bunch Striking Out on Financial Aid. I'm really enjoying what I've read. It is about her, this character getting like a full ride to college and then realizing, oh, somebody somewhere messed up and she doesn't have a full ride. So she's
Oh.
terrified of like telling her parents. So she's trying to figure out, how do I pay for college? Because it's an art school and her parents didn't necessarily want her to go to an art school, thinking maybe this isn't the track that will get you to a job in your life or whatever. And when she realizes that, she's like, okay, what do I do? Can I apply for this scholarship, that scholarship? Like, but it's already kind of past the days for a lot. So she figures out this loophole in her college's like
Mm.
financial aid thing, where it's basically, if you create a team, I believe just a baseball, softball team, whichever, um, if you get a team together and you're able to win one game in a season, just one, then you all get a full ride scholarship, which seems quite outlandish anyway, right? But of course, then she's trying to get all these like art kids to like play baseball, and it's not working out well. And it's entertaining. So I'm having a good time with it. I hope
Fun.
to read it soon or finish it soon. But yeah, just from the cover alone, I got to read this book. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good cover. Um, let's see. Okay, so I'm reading
Oh,
that.
Manchester
Manchester
by
by
the
the Sea.
Sea. That's one that maybe I'll try to do that this weekend. Look at me claiming I'm gonna watch movies. I missed that. I never watched that, but I did hear it was great.
I didn't either, and I really like Casey Affleck. He is my preferred Affleck.
Oh, there
Oh,
are preferred Afflecks?
of the two, yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, well, I'll do my currently reading. It's really easy. I am still working on In the Lives of Puppets by TJ Klune. Um, Still enjoying it. Let's see where I'm looking on Goodreads. Here I have 70% finished, but I think I'm like more in the 80s now. I am really enjoying it still. It's sort of at a point where I feel like it's dragging a bit, but but the vacuum Rambo is still my absolute favorite.
That's
And
exciting.
yeah, it's kind of funny. My friend Jeff at work is also listening to it now, and he's almost like passing me where we are in the book. And the other day we were like waiting for a train and it was so ridiculous, but I loved it so much. We were using the voice of Rambo to like complain about the late train, like acting like how he would sound. It was very funny. Kind of
I love
nerdy, but
that.
it was very
Nope,
fun.
that's a deep dive nerdy that I love.
Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah,
when
yeah.
can you do that with a friend who's also listening to it too, right? Like,
At the same
that's
time,
funny.
right? So I am still working on that, and that is the only other thing I have that is currently going. So
Okay. Love that.
yeah, I do have a well, actually, I guess when we're finished with the books, I do have a little
Yeah.
off brand for maybe a book channel, but not off brand for me.
Okay. Love
A
that.
little bit of a haul.
I did also forget one currently reading I had,
Oh,
which I got from the library, Monica
yes, I
by
want to
Daniel
read
Clowes.
that.
Yeah, you know, I'm about yeah, I'm about halfway in.
How we
Can show
feeling?
that. I don't know how we're feeling.
Okay,
Do you get
fair.
that? Like,
Yes, all the time.
like, 1 second I think I'm feeling good, and the next second I'm
Mhm.
like, am I? Like, right now I'm real back and forth about it. So I am interested to see. It's going to depend on the second half, I think, how I'm
Okay,
gonna ultimately feel. And I think when you read that, you're gonna understand what I mean.
I
You're
need
gonna get it.
to that one when we sign off tonight. I want to. That's a good one to get from the library
Yeah, I think so
to
too.
try it out first.
Yeah, and it's like such a it's a real nice hardcover, and the pages are so thick, and I
Oh
really
yeah,
like the spine. I don't there's something about, like, the, it's kind of throwback, right? Like,
yeah, yeah.
something about it kind of retro. I don't know, I just really like it. But and I like the cover, of course, but, these pages are so thick. When I turn them, I always think I have 2. They're so thick. So it's a nice Fantagraphics book, for sure.
Nice, nice.
Do you have things you want to read?
I do. I grabbed 4 books from my shelf. But you know what I'd really like? I don't wanna spread lies. I don't wanna, tell fibs. But, one of the big things I ordered this week,
Yes. Big
I o
thing.
I ordered that monster-sized Hellboy,
There you go.
and unlike probably all of the other or most of my Omnis that I have here, this is one I've really been waiting for. I wanna read it, and to be truthful, I know Hellboy from the movies. I just love the character. I don't have any other Hellboy books, so I was probably, like, the perfect person because I know some people are like, "Oh," like, "I know your dad likes the library editions." A lot of people feel that way. I don't have any trades. I have nothing. So, I'm going out on a limb and put down a nice chunk of change to read a book that I know nothing about, but I don't care. That's the fun of it.
I plus
Um,
it's so big.
it's
That's
so
just so
big.
exciting.
I'm so glad I bought it on the day it came out because I don't know if it's still true. It's quite difficult to find right now.
Oh,
I'm sure there will be, I don't think that'll be an ongoing thing. I'm sure there'll be more reprinted, but I am
love
happy
that.
that I got my copy. So I really would, and I think it's going to arrive tomorrow? Question mark. And if it does, I really do think I want to crack that open. But let's live in fantasy. Let's live in fantasy world, and I'll talk about these other 4 books. Where did I order it from? IST. Like, right at what time do those books go up? Noon,
Like noon,
whatever
I think,
time.
yeah.
I was there at like 12:05. I ordered it. I may have thrown some other things in the box.
You blacked out.
Next thing I knew, it was ordered. Order confirmation. I think it was like 2 hours later. I didn't even confess to you that I
You
placed the
didn't?
order.
Yeah, because I was like, "This is
Yeah.
out."
And you're like, "Oh, are you gonna get it?" And I'm like, maybe I already ordered it."
Yeah, every part of me wants it, but I do have those, the Omni trades that they came out with.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
okay.
those. Your girl's never read them,
Okay.
but
So you
they're
have
sitting
you have
there.
the content there.
I have
Yeah.
the content. I just
Yeah.
felt like I can't justify getting the
I
big
get
book
it.
with yeah, but I'm excited to see yours because
Thank you.
it's very appealing. It is.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to, like, maybe sit at the desk and use my stand because
Mm,
I don't wanna hurt myself.
yeah, you don't want to. But it's a good weapon to have around,
Right?
for
Right?
sure.
Okay. So this is one that you gifted to me. It's been on the shelf way too long. Oh, thanks, Johnny. I'm glad I could be
Oh,
somebody's hero. Oh, all you have to do is order books, Kristen, and you can be a hero
my
too.
gosh, I guess I gotta get with it. Chris
The
is looking
box
for the
set,
box set, yeah.
that's cool. I know realistically, like the box set is probably more manageable as far as reading, but
It's not
what's
as
done
cool though.
what's done is done,
Yeah.
right? So I am going to say I might read
Ooh.
Primordial.
Mhm.
Um, you gifted this to me. You know, on the back, there's monkeys and a cute dog. Kristen, I know you wouldn't steer me wrong. Oh God.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Okay. Okay.
I wouldn't. I understand the fear, I do.
I'm a little scared,
I
but I
do.
know you wouldn't steer me wrong.
No.
Um, I see everybody sees Jeff Lemire's name on the book. That's enough for me. I'm gonna give it a shot. It's sitting on
Yeah.
my shelf. What's going on here? Right?
Well, and it's a nice little hardcover, you know?
You
How do
guys,
you I mean, come on.
y'all.
Come on.
I mean,
You have a talking dog. Come on.
sold.
That's all you need.
So there's that. And honestly, I know I could read the back to you. That's always so exciting. But I don't want to know anything. I just kind of want to go in.
I want you to do that. I think that is my preferred method for most things.
Right? Isn't it
Maybe
so
not.
funny? If we really think about it, right? I took the dust
Yes.
jacket off and
And it's even better, right?
I can't even.
Yeah. It's adorable.
Oh, but look very angry.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay, I don't know what's happening. But what was I saying?
You said,
Oh, I
"Isn't
was
it
gonna s
funny?"
isn't it funny? Listen, I do 1 live show a week with you. This is the only thing I do on YouTube, but you are on multiple shows, right?
Yeah.
And I am constantly watching YouTube for comic book content, graphic novels, manga, prose books, you name it. I watch more YouTube than anything else, than any other like streaming service, cable TV, anything. And it's so funny though when it comes to like we're like, like we want to talk about books, but we don't want to talk too much about it. I don't want to get, I don't want to give you like a book report. And I just
Right.
think we just laugh. We're like,
Yeah.
that's totally acceptable behavior for a book, like a show about books.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense, but
I love it.
I think it's great. Well, and there's something about truly judging a book on its cover and going into it, whether you hate it or love it,
Right.
because I find that stuff enjoyable. Like
Yeah.
even if I've read some books I hated this year.
Yeah.
Y'all know about it.
Yeah.
But like it's fun. It's just
It's
fun
fun.
not knowing stuff sometimes, you know?
And I also just love showing up here and like, listen, I read 2 things and one was a single issue.
Love
Being like,
that.
because you know what? I just think we're like, hey, we read stuff.
Mhm.
That's why we come here and talk about it.
That's
And
the point.
I wouldn't really say we're like we don't review books. I know you do some shows where you review.
I don't like it.
But
I publicly say it right now, I don't like it.
all your
I do
co-hosts,
it, but I don't like it.
all those co-hosts who you like do those with, they're probably like, "What the hell, Kristen?"
Listen, that's not why I'm doing it though, right? Like I'm doing it to
No,
like
I
read
know.
something with a buddy
No, I know.
and talk to the chat more than like review thoroughly a
Right.
book. I'm not there to
Right.
give a book report. I don't like that.
Yeah.
And that's not my preferred thing to watch either. I don't enjoy reviews typically. I just don't.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Like even when a lot of times like if I love to use this as an example. When you and Maddie were reading One Piece, and I
Mm.
joked that like you 2 sound like you're high because you're talking about like parrots and like all this and pirate ships and stuff. But I would watch it for the hangout, right? Like you said,
Yeah.
the
It's the
conversation that's
vibes.
going on, the chat, like the hangout. That's why I enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I think people here get that.
I
'Cause
think
they're
so too.
chilling with us. Johnny, I'm glad
Ah,
Casey is your preferred
see?
Affleck as well. Look at this. Reed is Mark's preferred Affleck. Ooh, Goose
Uh,
is my preferred Affleck. That's very funny, Chris. You nailed that one. That's funny. Okay. I'm trying to get through the turn of the screw and I'm not really enjoying it. The children are annoying me. I have not read this one. All the other characters are like, "Oh, the poor darlings are so innocent and perfect," and meanwhile, they're clearly scheming.
Are we
That
talking
sounds
about
annoying.
the are we talking about the classic, or am I once again mixing up titles?
That does sound like the classic title. I'm with you, Mary.
You're
Is
like,
that
"Great
it?
great question, Mary."
Is Mary more a dog person, and is she more a Marvel girl than DC? Ooh.
Okay, I'm like a big animal person. Um, I have a dog, I used to have cats. They're so different, right? I can't even compare them. But I'm not like, I mean, I had 3 cats in my life at one point. That's understand that's borderline crazy cat woman,
No, never.
but I do love, um and Marvel, DC, I probably have read more Marvel than DC, but so for that, I guess I'd say Marvel, but, you know, I'm not like a DC hater. So, how's that for not really answering your question?
And hey, for the record, people like to assume I only love cats because I read a lot of cat books, but I love dogs too. I
You
have a
do.
dog tattoo. Like,
Yeah, and you're
the best
always like
tattoo on me is a dog tattoo.
yeah, and you entertain all of my Alexander pictures I send you.
Oh, I adore Alexander. It's my dream to meet him.
Oh, you will someday.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of a personal question. Mark, what's happening in your game? You can't hear me, can you?
He can't hear you.
That's too
Oh,
bad.
um, I've had this book on my shelf. I have no idea for how long. It's a humanoids book. Different ugliness, different madness. Have you seen this
Oh,
book?
I don't know that book.
And you see there's a radio microphone on it, and
Yeah.
That's simply why, and it's by Mark, is it Males? Mals? I'm not really sure. I know very little about the book. I'm sure I was probably victim to watching it and somebody talked about it on a YouTube channel. Art's kind of like simple. Looks like it has to
That's
do with
cool.
old-timey radio, which I am very interested in. So I'm just I've been it's been on my shelf looking at me, staring at me. So I want to try it. See what it's
I
about.
love that. That's exciting.
Uh, Real quick, it says in the golden age of radio, the attractive and sexy voice of Lloyd Goodman fills the airwaves, but the playboy of radio has a secret that eventually drives him to a life of solitude and depression.
Oh.
Sounds
Wah, wah.
serious. Wah, wah. Mary brought the mood down. uh, and I think I've held this book up before. It's probably been a while. Let's hold it up again. Maybe I'll actually read it. It's an Ed Brubaker book,
Ooh.
Sean Phillips and Michael Lark, Scene of the Crime.
Oh, people talk about this one.
Do they not like it? They like it.
I feel like I've heard mixed things.
Yeah.
So I'm curious where you're gonna land.
I probably showed this before too. I like that photo.
Let me make it big. Sorry.
It's pretty cool.
It is cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So PI Jack Harriman has seen too many dead bodies, but that's the family curse because his uncle is the most famous crime scene photographer since Ouija. I guess Ouija was a big crime
Oh,
photographer. I don't know.
okay.
Reeling from a case gone wrong, Jack tackles a missing persons job that should be easy, but instead leads straight into the secrets and lies of a bizarre sex cult.
Oh,
Oh,
Mary.
oh, salacious. Oh,
Mary.
uh-oh. And again, oh,
My dad
oh,
still really needs it. Yeah.
let's see, Larry. Let's see.
I know what you're
And
holding.
I know it's so big.
Yeah. Shiny.
Bought this with you at Heroes Con. Cosmic Detective and we talked to Matt Kint. I know I've shown this before too. He did that little doodle for me.
Very cool.
But yeah, had to have it. Didn't read it yet, and want to. I mean, it's amazing.
It's funny you bring that up. Yeah, the art's really great, and I've had that sitting on my shelf, and I've read half of it, and then I
Half?
think I got like homework reading or something, so like I had to steer there. You know those review shows I do, so I had to steer my direct attention over
I
there.
have a feeling if you look at your phone, it's Maddie,
It's
Jess,
Maddie being like,
Maddie, Jessica,
Jessica.
all being like, "F you, Kristen."
"What are you doing?"
Sorry.
Listen, I'm just not in the mood right now, okay? I just want to
know.
with my friend, talk about books.
I want to talk about the books that I didn't read.
That's right. Yeah, no, my dad really liked it. I gifted that to my dad. You're welcome, Dad.
Oh, Kirby Love Letter. That's cool. Very cool.
Okay.
So yeah, those are the 4 that I pulled off the shelf. I wanted, like we always talk about, I want to start like reading what's here. If it's meant to stay, awesome. Stays in the library. If not, see you bye.
Yeah, I'm excited to do more of that. It's so fun, right?
Yep.
It's a ghost story, so I thought it'd be fun to read around Halloween.
Nice.
That's awesome. Spoopies. Well, so as far as what I want to read, I grabbed Layers, a memoir from the library. Do you know why I grabbed it? Anybody? Would anybody like to? Does someone want to guess? Just
I know.
now,
I'll let
Chris
the class.
Who says 3 cats is nothing. My mom had 5 at one time with me, my brother, and a friend of his living in a 2-bedroom apartment.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a lot, and that's awesome. I love it. Look, I judged this on the cover. I was just like, saw this coming in, judged on the cover. The art does not seem the same as the cover, to be fair. However,
I don't know why. I thought that would be in color. I have no
I
idea.
did too. I was just immediately thought it is for second. Let's see. The acclaimed author of Brazen, don't know it, not familiar, reflects on her childhood and teen years with characteristic wit and unflinching honesty. Layers the first autobiographical work of her, till 16 tantalizing and tales of friendship. I'm skipping words because I'm like, oh, there's so many words.
That's all right.
Friendship, love.
We can't see what you're reading, so we just think those are the words.
You're right. I shouldn't have said it. Friendship, love, grief, and those awkward first steps toward adulthood. Drawing on and updating her own actual youthful journals. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It's like going back to. I wish I'd stuck with journals back in the day. Do you ever think that? Although I did recently find a journal of mine that I didn't know was in this house. I found it, and I kind
Really?
of like read through some of it from like I want to say college years, like early college years. And I couldn't keep a journal for anything. So I'd do it for like a few months or like a few
Oh,
whatever and then just stop. So like most of it's blank. But what was there was dramatic. And it
really?
was. I was just like, oh, I don't want to remember all this. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I never kept anything like that, and I think it's because I would not wanna face myself from years ago.
Yeah, it's understandable. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
You know. Let's see. My dad's saying stuff. What are you saying, Dad?
What you got, Larry?
I should be finishing up the Reckless series, last 2 books in one video with my cousin Elmo one day next week while I'm off work. You love Elmo, don't you, Dad?
Elmo. I do enjoy, Larry, how you're like, because I follow those, even though I haven't read that series at all, but I do enjoy how you're annoyed that there aren't any page numbers because I find that extremely annoying too in books.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
I mean, well, also, like, you just want a frame of reference too, right?
Yeah.
I was,
I
like, looking at
just
this book, I'm like, "There are page numbers, good job." Like,
yeah, it just
ours
seems
low too.
can you imagine being like, "No, no, 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 don't include those in there. Don't put those in there."
It's silly. I wanna know. If I'm 200 pages in, I wanna know about it, and
Right.
I wanna feel accomplished, you know?
Exactly.
She wrote the Mama Cass book that I wanna check out. Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Well, I'm excited about this.
Nice.
I did also did I maybe I mentioned this last time, but I do want to read Mimi's Tale of Terror by Ito that I haven't
Mimi.
read. It's did we open this cover? Did we? Oh yeah, we
Let's
did,
see.
didn't we? We did this. We did this
Did
because
we?
she's I think so, peeking under there, and then there's creepiness. Maybe I don't know.
What's
I
going
can't
on in the
can't remember.
what's going on in the back? Oh.
Oh, I don't know. Something creepy. Typical Ito. That's what I know.
Are those, I should know, but are those short stories? Like
I don't think it is
oh, it's not?
because, well, usually the spine will say short story collection.
Oh, yeah, 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 you're right.
Oh wait, no, it is.
Oh.
It's just not in that collection. So I think these are the ones that are based on real stories. Yeah, 9 scary stories that really happened.
Oh, yeah, I gotta get that.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yep.
So at this point, I just get Itos immediately because I'm like, I'm going to like it. I call them Itos.
Itos.
I said that and I was like, that sounds fun. You know what? I didn't grab anything else,
That's
but I
okay.
kind of want to grab something off the shelf like right
Do it.
now. What do you
Do it.
think about that?
You are wild. Just do it.
Honestly, I shouldn't because I'm going to grab something stupid I'm not going to read, right?
Now you have me looking at my
Aggressive.
shelf, and I have no business looking because
You look, I have no business.
I just bought a 1,500-page omnibus that's coming, so
What if I just jump into Usagi? What if I
what?
just do that?
This is too sudden. Too
It's
sudden.
just, it's too much.
Too much.
It's too soon. I know if Freddie watches this, I know Freddie's been getting real deep into Usagi. I've obviously had these on my shelves for too long.
How
And
how many how many
I
do you
enjoy
have?
the art. How many? How
Yeah.
many volumes?
Yes, do you have? You're like, "Don't ask me these personal questions."
I mean, I have like, is all of them a word, an option?
I mean, it's a
I think I have
number.
all of them.
Okay, well, you know what? Good on you, as you should.
Listen, it's
You
not
work you work hard.
it's not the best. Listen,
Oh,
I've had these for years now. Years.
okay.
So it's basically like they were free because I don't remember buying them.
You're free.
I do know I found a lot of these used though, because they're kinda some of them are a little beat up, but
That's
that's
okay.
fine.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, listen, we know we love the art, right? I feel like
Yeah.
everyone loves the art. I
Oh,
know
yeah,
that
for
much.
sure.
Uh, I also have the books that came before this from Fantagraphics because it's a box set, you know.
This is like true confessions.
Do I though? Hold on. I would
What's
say you
that?
can just jump into Sagi whenever, it's what I do.
Oh, okay.
But I do have the Fantagraphics ones, which I know technically come before these, but I've heard they aren't as fun.
Oh, really?
Just a general hearing. Chris, what do you think? What do I do, Chris? I have all of the things. What do I do? Oh, guys, do a Hellboy series. We could all follow along. Danny's over here wanting me to review books. You hear this guy? Danny, didn't we just have a talk about this?
Danny, you're getting scolded.
Mary, should we do a Hellboy series?
I mean,
Honestly?
listen, here's the thing, we could say, "Yes, we will," but we know we would be
Will we?
flat out lying, because it would take one time for you to be like, Mary, I'm a little tired. I don't know if I wanna read." But don't worry, you don't have to do it. It's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Or you'll be like, "This book is so big, Kristen, I can't bring it on the train." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. You would die.
You would
You
die.
better not bring it on the train. You're gonna get back problems in the backpack that you gotta lift that thing."
Right? I would need, like, a little cart, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I would love to accidentally read it with you, though.
Listen,
Is
we
that
can
fair?
try. We could try. I mean, we could real legit be like, each
We
show,
could.
like, read, like, 1 issue.
Yeah. You
It'll
know
take us 5 years to get through it, but
what's funny is that's funny, but also I don't know what order that Omni's in.
I heard it's in the
Is it
release order?
so
No.
it's not chronological?
No, I think it's chronological. I think it's in the order that, like, quote, unquote, "supposed to be read."
Okay, because
Although
I think the paperback omnis are like that. See, the
okay.
library editions are release order, I think.
Oh,
And,
okay.
for
I see.
someone who hasn't read the books,
We sure act like we know a lot,
we're
right?
both really acting like we know the reading order.
And I was watching something this week, and Jess kept bringing up, this pancake story that's 2 pages that's not in the Omni, and I have heard a lot
Mm,
of people talk about that.
I know the
2
pancake
pages,
story. Yeah.
but it come to find out, it's actually called Pamcakes. I don't know why, but I was laughing pretty hard. I'm like,
I
"That's"
remember
yeah.
reading that years ago.
Do you
Yeah.
remember the actual story?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
fun, fun.
Like, I think online. I think they were online, like, because it's
Yeah.
like a page or something, so I probably saw it somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't remember exactly it, but,
Yeah.
let's see. I found some video files of old home videos of you today. Oh, also your college news video and other stuff.
Oh
I'm
my
sure that's
goodness.
bad. One shows your old room with all the art we painted on your walls. Okay, why don't you send me these? What's going on,
Oh, that's
father?
fun.
That
Father?
does sound fun. Or you can show me because I may see you this weekend. So let's do that.
For some
That's
pancakes? I shouldn't say that because I don't even know what I'm talking about.
exciting. Honestly, I would love pancakes. Dad. Hey, do you want to make
Hey!
me French toast at some point this weekend?
Oh,
Can we
man.
do that for like lunch? He makes the best French toast. It's great.
I've heard.
Yeah. Dad, let me know. We could do Saturday. How about Saturday? Like not in the morning. This is like lunch pancakes is what I'm saying, Dad.
Oh, okay.
I get a haircut. Dad, I see you in the morning on Saturday. Check us out on my dad's channel. And then I have to get a haircut out of town. And then, because I only do out of town haircuts. And
Same.
yeah, we're like not in town. We're out of town haircut people.
We drive and drive.
Yeah. And then I could come through on the way back, is what I'm saying. Okay. Um, okay, Chris, thank you. I would say you can just jump into Sagi, whatever. It's what listen, I know I've already read it. I said it, and then I realized.
It's okay. When Chris speaks,
I know,
it's
I was
worth
like,
reading
"Wait, dropping
twice.
everything."
That's it, it's very important.
Danny's on the record, I did not say a review.
He's like,
You know
"Both of
what?
you, just calm down,
Fair.
both of you." Fair.
This is fair. I have read the Fantagraphics box set and the first saga. They were all fun to me. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate and respect your opinion.
And I
So
also think that's more of your, personality where you're gonna wanna read that box set first.
it's true, especially because I have it, right? I'm like,
Yeah,
I can't not
totally,
start there.
totally.
Okay. Oh, if you need something to read, Lesson Learned by Katie Kwood.
Good.
The first book in the Grissom Elementary series is free on Kindle. Sales
Oh,
tonight. James, have you read this? Like, or are you just like, hey, this is free? Please let us know and tell us what it's about. Thank you. I know we're like, we don't want to know, but it's really good. Just saying. Well,
uh,
I'm gonna read it. Okay, Danny.
Danny, we hear
Maybe
you.
maybe we're all reading Hellboy.
Everyone.
Would you be able to handle if you actually read that big book when you got it, Mary? Like, what would you do?
I'm really
You're
I
determined.
know
You got it?
I know you don't believe me.
Oh, I'm not saying that.
Well, it'd be fair if you didn't believe me. I really do wanna open it and start reading it. I really
I
have been
love
looking
that.
forward to it.
Mary, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna read Hellboy with you. There, I said it. Oh my gosh.
How we'll have to
I can't
discuss,
take
like,
it back.
are we doing, like, a
Are
is it
we?
gonna be, like, part of the reading update, or is it gonna be it has to be, because who are we kidding? We're gonna talk about it for, like, 2 minutes and be like, "Okay, what else?"
Listen, I think we're just accidentally buddy reading.
Okay,
No. We're casually, without commitment, buddy reading
buddy reading. Okay.
with no pressure to even review it. Like, we'll talk about it, but
Yeah.
not like a formal, here's what you get at this part of the book.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I don't know who that is. So I just
Well, I found the plot to be a little unrealistic,
the sense of
and,
humor was quite dry in this section.
I found it quite vanilla. Uh, sorry. I don't know what voices we're creating, but
That's funny. Oh, it's a great question. Did you find the Lost Tegan and Sarah interview?
oh, is that a possibility?
I never had that
Oh,
one, never seen it. Here's the thing. So I did interview Tegan and Sarah when I was in college. Um, and I went to Tulsa to see them and interview them. And just for reference. I went to college in Southern Indiana, nowhere near Southern Indiana. I mean, it's a drive. It's quite a drive, is what I'm saying. So we took a camera from, like, I was an RTV major, radio television. So we took a camera from the facilities and checked that out, rented that. But they were on like some kind of tapes. I don't remember at this point which kind
mm,
of tapes, but they were on tapes. So then I would have to like go back and dub it, right?
right.
Which I did. But to this day, I can't
Mm,
find it. So I don't know where it went. It's been so long. I'm
yeah, that
thinking
stinks.
the person who was with me, my ex at the time, has the flash drive or the CD, whatever it was on. But
Oh,
I'm
that
sad that to this day because I wish I had it. I do. I really
yeah.
wish I had it.
You never know, maybe it would surface. Maybe it can surface someday.
I would like it to. That would be great. Okay, yes, I read it. It's a romance of two teachers at elementary school. It has the Office meets Abbott Elementary vibe to it. Okay, that sounds kind of cute.
Alright,
James.
I can never decline a free Kindle book. Let's see, what's this thing
Yeah.
called?
I'm gonna do it too, James. Okay. Lesson
Uh,
learned. Lesson learned.
oh, you know what? I just opening up, my Kindle app. You know what book I do wanna read this week, which is very, doable? Ooh, I hear you writing. I hear the
Oh,
of the pen.
sorry.
Let's
I didn't
see.
know it was that. Would you like to know what pen I'm writing with? I'm writing with um my Kaveco Sport
Oh.
limited olive green
Oh, I love that
edition.
color.
I know it's cute, right? And I love these because, I think I've shown you these, but, you unscrew it, and it's like a little pen, but then you can make it just like a regular size pen.
Aha.
Oh, so it's a pocket pen. So you can literally put it in your pocket 'cause so little. It's a baby. I
The
love it so
baby
much.
pen.
And they
Nice.
write so nice. I love a Kaveco. That's the pen talk for the moment. Fountain pen talk. This is a fine nib. It's a very nice. I like it.
I am still on all I wanna do is write with
Stub
stub
City.
nib. Stub City.
Yeah, you're in Stub City. You're like,
Stub
forget it.
City. But
This is
let me
one of the
tell you,
first fountain pens I got. So yeah.
hearing you write with the fine, I could tell you're like you're like ripping through that paper.
I'm really not.
Well, I didn't mean really like
Well,
breaking the
because
paper.
some fines, probably like the extra fines. Maybe
Yeah,
not. Maybe not. It's still fountain pens, so probably not.
I got you.
But no. It writes nice. It writes nice. Thank you for
Alright.
that, James. We're gonna grab that book.
Yeah, I already did it. It's in my
You already did it.
like that.
Do you just have the Kindle app on your phone? Is that
Yeah.
okay? You're like, girl, that's how it works.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my hobbies is sometimes when I need a break from work or I'm bored on the train, I open up that Kindle app, hit the deals section, and I buy cheap ebooks that I'm not gonna read. That's what
Mary,
I
I
do.
love this. So what's great is I have the Kindle app
Yep.
and I haven't even opened it on my new phone that I got a bit
Oh,
ago.
really?
Yeah. Ooh, so it's open now. Okay, hold on. Why don't I go ahead and get this book?
By the
Because
way,
I'm gonna forget.
I think I did I say this out loud? I think I said half of a sentence. What I wanna read next week is I have the next, Marvel Unleashed, number
Oh
3,
yeah. Yeah.
um, by your pal, Kyle Starks. That came out and I what do you call that? Subscribe to it. I think it's only gonna be a 4-issue series, but, yeah, it was delivered to my Kindle, so I can read that over the weekend too.
I love that. That is very exciting.
Yeah.
So I can't buy it on Kindle app, but I can go to the Amazon app and buy it. So that's annoying.
Wait, why can't you buy it on the Kindle app?
Apparently Google something about Google Play. I don't know. Do you
Girl.
have Are you using the Google Play Store?
Well, I just opened the Kindle app.
I know, but I don't know what kind of phone do you have. So,
Did you just
like,
curse at me? Did you say I don't know what the F kind of phone you have?
No, I literally said
I
I
was
don't
like
know what kind of phone you
I thought you were like, "I don't know what the F phone kind of effing phone you have." I I have a
No.
Samsung, like an old Samsung.
I don't is that the Play Store? I don't know what they have. I don't know what Samsung does.
Listen,
'Cause this is specifically about the Google Play Store. It gives me
it's
some message and it's like, "You can't."
oh, yeah, I have Google Play Store.
Why doesn't like, I hit, "Why can't I buy Kindle books?" And it says, "To remain in compliance with Google Play Store policies, you will no longer be able to buy Kindle books on this app."
So are you
It's
in
tech corner.
you're in the Kindle app, though?
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. You and Larry had to get those newfangled phones. You're
I
like,
love this.
phone daughter dad phones, matching phones, twinsies. Wait, Batmanda, it was it you 2 who brought up the pancakes? I think it was. But that's awesome. We're sharing a brainwave.
Sharing a brain. Wait, hold on.
Okay,
Why does my Amazon app also say this? How do I buy this book?
Larry,
Dad, help me. I don't understand.
like, I don't like, really, you go to Kindle and it's like the little person sitting on, with the nice skyline behind them, right?
Yeah.
You
I
click
love how
on
you're
that.
like,
You
listen,
click on that.
yeah, I am in the I got lesson learned up. Okay.
What your shouldn't why does it look like that?
What do you mean?
Oh, because you have, like, a night background or something, right? Why is it all black? Like, mine's all white.
Oh, well, I always have dark mode on everything.
Oh, dark mode, Kristen.
Nobody's trying to blind themselves with white mode. I like
Listen, I can't see for the life of me, so I need everything real bright.
Okay. So why does that look like that?
Okay, so wait, can you go
I
back a
love
step?
this.
Go back a step.
Okay.
On the bottom, do you see a thing that says store?
Oh, now it says changes to your app. Hold on.
I don't know.
Hold
This
on.
is
Just got a
something.
pop up. Hold on. Okay. You no longer be able to buy books in this app as a version to buy. Okay. Have you updated your app?
I don't think so. It just
As a version
works.
8.58, I can't buy things on this app.
I mean, especially now, like, that's you can't like, if I'm on Amazon, it shoots me over to buy on Kindle, like, so I just go into Kindle when I wanna buy something.
Mary, maybe. I don't know, Mary. I don't know. I just can't do it. I'm mad about it. All right.
James, look what you've done.
You gotta push your glasses up when you do that. Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Also, it'd be like discussing books over coffee. That's
Good
right,
point.
Danny. That's what we're gonna do. I'm very late, but just a quick hello to you. Hello, Jessica. How you
Hi,
doing?
Jessica. We're
Good to
still
see you
here talking nonsense.
all the time.
That's it.
All the time. Okay. Elaborating. We're the ones who
Yes.
brought it up to Jess. Who he's little in the comics. He calls them pancakes. And Dad and I typed in the chat. Jess thought he said it wrong, and we were teasing him.
Yeah, Jess was like, "Did I say pancakes?" And they were like,
That's
"No,
funny.
no."
There are a few old flash drives we found in your desk in your old
Oh.
room. There's a lot of old.
Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, reading that book is going to be like doing aerobics.
Seriously.
Yeah, you need to lift that. Maybe you need to allow the app permissions to download. You have to go online to buy stuff, unfortunately, with the Pixel phones. There we go. Wah wah.
What?
I know I don't get it. Chris, I don't understand, but thank you. I knew
But
it wasn't just me.
can we try this? Even if you go to do you have the Amazon app on your phone?
Yeah, it's the same.
If you
It literally says you have to go to your Amazon browser to
Oh,
buy.
okay, okay.
Yeah, which
Wow.
means I have to just pull out a computer, I guess.
Or you could just go on your browser on your phone.
But
No?
if I go to Amazon, it'll just open the app. Do you know what I mean? No, if I type in Amazon.com in my browser, it'll be like, "Ah, here's the app," because that's what phones do.
Look, Catherine's like, "You guys, I'm out of here."
She was just like, I'm
She's like,
done with this.
"Bye."
Bye,
She's like,
Catherine.
"I
It's
have
fair.
I have corgis to draw. See ya."
Jessica, I understand. I need to go to I literally was just like, I gotta go on my computer, but I don't like that.
It's so funny.
Yes, coffee. Coffee talk was a good time.
Coffee talk. Couldn't you what?
Can you buy them on the computer and then read them on the phone?
Yes, right?
Yes.
That will work.
Yes.
Yes.
But I'm trying not to have a computer involved, but it didn't
Oh my
work.
goodness.
Yeah. Well, hey, Apple takes more though. So
Mm.
I've read 8 pages of that book and it's worth the effort so
Oh,
far.
okay.
Good deal.
Good to
Love that.
know.
Good evening,
William.
William. How's it going? Well, so we've learned a lot tonight.
We sure have.
We've
I'm
learned I
sorry.
can't buy anything on the Kindle app. Oh,
Oh,
I have to come back and say I'm such an old lady when it comes to technology. I have to Google so many things.
that's fair.
Fair. Oh, can you also download it off your you
Oh,
know what?
James,
James, that is the
you're
way to go.
you're a
I'm like
thinker.
looking for my Kindle like it's near me. It's not
You're
near
like,
me.
"Oh, my Kindle, it's right
I
here.
really thought it was though. I thought it was on this cart, but it's not.
I read it all the time."
Uh, James, you're right. I will charge that and then buy it in the Kindle store.
You better hurry up. What if it's
I know. Okay, hold on. Let me go in another window, shall
I
we?
lo I love the hysteria we're causing over this free ebook.
I'm not even signed in on this. That's how much I don't use this computer.
Oh boy.
I don't know. It's like, what's your
Do
password? I'm like, I don't know. Mary, I can't do this. I'm
You
done.
can do it.
And I can't.
Do you want me to show my, wait, let's see what Larry's saying.
I'm an old school geek and I heard about anything on the phone. I do all that on my awesome PC. I don't have an awesome PC. I just have
I
a laptop.
I mean,
That's fine.
I
My
have an
laptop's
okay
fine.
I have an okay laptop, but I actually do prefer to look at things on my laptop. I
I
do.
get
Don't get me wrong. I'm like buying my vitamins and stuff on Amazon, buying nonsense on Amazon on my phone, but if I do prefer to see it bigger. It's an eyesight thing for me. I
it
see you
is
looking.
tonight. Okay, not to be that girl, but I sent
The what is
the
this?
the is this yesterday 8:33.
What'd
Where
you
did she
send her?
I
The
guess she means this deal?
oh, the sale.
Jessica, I don't see shit from you. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
Jessica. Kristen has like a real potty mouth. Earlier, I asked her. We were talking phones, and she said, "I don't know what effing phone you have."
I love how you think I said that. It's
I was like
great.
I was like, "Whoa." No. She didn't really curse at me, but it was very fun. In my mind, I thought you cursed at me for like 2 seconds.
Jessica, I literally just looked through the text messages and my other messages, and I got nothing from you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Where'd you send it? Tell us where you sent it.
Yeah, maybe
'Cause
maybe that. If you sent it on Instagram, I definitely would see it
ah,
because your girl doesn't check the Instagram messages a lot.
I'm kinda bad with that too.
Yeah, I'm bad with
I
that.
forget because
I'm glad you get it.
I don't get the notifications for Instagram Messenger messages.
Yeah, I don't either.
So
Okay.
yeah, I'm
Well,
bad with that.
Jessica, then I
Oh,
never would have seen it until
now
the
it
sale was done.
now Jessica's shouting. Everyone's shouting.
Jessica, you gotta like message it to me and then I'll see it and be like, thanks. Thank you so much. Just
James,
saying.
James, now you and Jessica are in a battle over who is telling Kristen about this book first.
In my defense, I told Jessica about the sale yesterday.
I'm
Oh,
telling you.
James.
I'm
Hold
telling
on.
you.
Look, seen 2 hours ago. I have receipts. Sometimes I'll have a thing pop up because I do get notifications, but I clear them out because I
I do.
get
I'm like,
I get a lot of messages. I'm not saying I'm some popular queen. I
"Oh."
just sometimes get a lot of messages. So I'll hit a thing and then it'll show up like what, but I haven't looked at things. You know what I mean? Reed knows because he sends me stuff and I'm just like, what did you send me?
Well, I was gonna say Reed knows because sometimes he'll send me funny things, and I'm like, "Oh my," and I'll go in there like, "Oh my god, Reed sent me these things like 4
Yeah.
days ago, and I didn't." So, when I do, like, heart them or laugh, I truly watch them and, like, spend time with them.
Yeah, I
So,
will react when I've actually watched something. It's the same with
yeah.
you, Mary. I know I've seen you sent me some stuff earlier and I
Yeah,
went to
but what I send you is just
well, I
nonsense.
like it. I like
Yeah,
it. But
yeah.
it's the same with Jessica too. She sends me like reels and stuff sometimes. So
Mm,
actually, Jessica, the reason it probably says that earlier, I was like,
mhm.
I need to get caught up on my messages at work. And I think I watched a reel and then someone came up to talk to me about something. So I was
You're
like,
like,
put
"Boop."
it down. So I didn't see crap. That's all I'm saying. I didn't see crap. James and I are
Alright.
I'm gonna
I
get the
know,
book. Thank you
I
both. I'm
know.
gonna get the book.
And I already got it, so well, James told me
I
about
can't get it because I'm
James told me
I'm
about it
incompetent. I
first, but
can't. I can't. Which part are you laughing about, Dad?
probably the nonsense. I mean, we've been, like
It's bad.
I
It's
mean,
bad.
it was bad tech talk for a little while.
It really was.
Now it's, "Where's the book? I can't buy it. You don't wanna use your computer."
Yeah, you're right. You're
The whole
right.
thing,
I have a feeling if it was a cat book, she would seen it right away.
you know?
It's not
You're
true, actually. I would have been sad because I'd see it after the fact.
oh, oh.
So just bad at messages.
Listen,
Just bad at them.
listen, there's too many
What do you
things.
do?
There's too many apps. You got me on, like, you know, there's Facebook Messenger, there's you got the Telegram thing. It's, WhatsApp. We don't talk through WhatsApp, but
It's bad. I can't wait to watch the replay tomorrow. There's some stuff happening in this stream we've done. I've given Kristen links to a great open source free password organizer, and she just doesn't do it. Dad,
free password.
What you don't understand is I'm saying I don't use this laptop. I have a dedicated laptop to this streaming situation. I don't
Mm,
use it. So I have 0 passwords in this, 0 in this whole thing. I use the Google one built in because it's nice and I like it. On my laptop, I actually use for other things, but this one
mm.
is just for this. I don't know why. Yeah, the one he sends, by the way, is one you have to put on your computer. Why would I most of the time, I'm using passwords on my phone. Why would I use a computer password manager for my phone password? Doesn't make sense.
Listen, Kim bought one of those, like, little notebooks that's called, like, password management, what she bought it at Barnes& and Noble, and she started off really great using it, but 1 out of every other weekend, she's out there yelling because she can't remember a password for something, and I just hide in here under my desk, and I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. What do
just
you do,
saying.
Mary? What do you
I just remember my stuff, and when I do
Okay.
when when I do forget, I just reset it, and
See, I'm
get
resetting
over
a
it.
lot. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
it's fine.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
kind of I kinda keep, like, a similar theme in my passwords, um, my
Mm,
little trick that I remember, so it could really only
mm.
be a combination of 2 things for the most part, but if I forget, I just reset it.
Well, see, and my dad would say, "Never do that," because he's, like, wild about his. Like, you've
But
got,
it's
like, a
my
billion caps and his numbers and nonsense and
That's cool, but that's my method, like, I'm just saying only I know my little method, so it's not like it's like password 123, it's my own little
Sure.
system
Yeah, I get it.
depending on what I'm logging into.
But we're, like, very similar in that because
Yeah,
I'm like, "I know what this is to an
yeah, and
extent."
it's not the same for every website either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got you.
yeah.
Well, okay, we've got tech corner. Tech talk is done. I think it's time to go.
Wait, I wanna show my little things I
Oh,
have
yeah,
here.
show your thing.
Don't worry, there's only 5. So, as we know, I pre-ordered the Atari 2600 Plus
Mhm.
that you can play the original games on. That's all I needed to hear. I've been creeping around on eBay, getting deals. So I got some games that I remember playing that I can't and they're not in the best condition, but I don't care because they all claim to be tested and they work, so I'm good with that. So,
Oh,
that's what I'm
because
here to
like, the
show you.
new system, you can actually, like, play the
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
I thought, like, it was just all on there because they have those that, like oh,
Yes,
that's awesome then.
this is cartridge based,
Ah,
and it comes with, like, an there are some new cartridges you can buy, um,
that's way
but
cool then.
I kinda wanna find the old ones, but
Yeah.
I got Popeye
Oh, love that.
of Popeye.
Cute. Love
And
it.
these are ones that I played, like, I'm seeking out the ones that this one looks pretty has had better days, but I used to love River Raid.
Nice.
Um, oh, I already had this. I'm being a sneak. This isn't part of my haul, but everybody loves asteroids.
Nice.
Um, this was a big one for me. Lame label, but Space Invaders.
Nice.
I played this all the time. And my favorite. Remember, there's also some games are like I remember from playing in the arcade and then also playing at home. So this is a game that I loved in the arcade and at home, and they're different. And hear the sounds of this, the Pac-Man one.
Ah, perfect.
This one came in today. I was very
That's so
excited,
fun.
but I got this for like I think it was like $7.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Apparently, Half Price Books typically has those cartridges cheap.
yeah.
Mary, give me a list so the next time I go, I will look for you.
I will do that, and then I'll just PayPal you the money or whatever. PayPal.
We
What am
also
I
have
saying?
like we have a pretty hefty game store nearby that like
Yeah.
they have a lot of stuff like that actually. So you may want to
Oh,
just
very
like
cool.
let me know if you're hunting for something because I'll
I
totally
definitely
go
will.
look. Yeah,
Yeah, there are a couple that I'd still definitely love to get. Thank
love
you.
that. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, very exciting.
Guess I didn't realize it was a cartridge based
Yeah,
system. So that's really cool.
yeah, yeah, I
That's
just can't
awesome.
wait. It's gonna be fun.
Love that. Well, that's a great thing to end on. Uh, It's a good hole to end on. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you all for being here. Thanks for popping in, Jessica. Good to
Thanks,
see
Jessica.
you. Oh, there's an online store called eStarland
Yeah.
that I see has a bunch
Starland.
of games.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, check that out. And I'm gonna get that book. So thank you, James and Jessica. Sorry I didn't see your message, Jessica.
And Jessica.
Um,
Maybe when we sign off, we can maybe work on that a little bit if you want. What do you think?
work on what?
Your ebook, get an ebook.
Oh, I mean, I just gotta go to Amazon, I guess.
All right.
But yeah, totally. Yeah, we'll do it. It's gonna happen after this. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.